Hello geeks and gamers, it's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about the man that created Star Wars, George Lucas himself. Now, this is only speculation. I don't know George Lucas. I don't know why I need to clarify that, but I guess I do, so whatever. I don't know George Lucas, so I'm only speculating on my own opinion. Does George Lucas regret selling Star Wars to Disney for $4 billion back in, 2012, I think? So I don't think he does. I don't think he does, unfortunately. Now, do I think he does from a creative standpoint? Absolutely. I think he looks at the current trilogy and what's going on, and I think he absolutely regrets it from that standpoint because George gave Disney an outline for 7, 8, and 9. And why Kathleen Kennedy's dumbass decided to throw that in the trash, I have no idea. When you have George Lucas's story treatment and you can bring in someone like J.J. Abrams to execute George's ideas, that is a perfect storm. But I guess it didn't have enough of her agenda-driven bullshit involved, so that's why she decided to move on to something else, which is whatever. That's another discussion for another video. But creatively, I think he does regret it. Why I think he ultimately does not regret this decision, though, is because of this idiot fandom known as Star Wars. Now, you all know what happened with him in the prequels and how the fandom turned on him, created documentaries, the South Park episode that we all loved. The South Park episode was hilarious. We all get it. But the problem was, the South Park episode back then was treated like memes are today on the internet, where people took it as absolute fact. Like, oh, George Lucas raped my childhood and he raped Star Wars, and that's just what I'm going to continue to believe for the rest of my life. Forgetting everything that George Lucas created prior. Forgetting everything that this man's genius mind has been involved with. Because he made a character you don't like and a movie you don't like, suddenly you're going to forget all the wonderful things this man has created. So, I think he looks at what's going on right now and he says, man, I don't miss being the villain. It's almost like the Dark Knight. Like, you know, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and that's exactly what happened with George Lucas. He became the villain, and for completely unfair reasons. But now we're at this point where we do have a legitimate bad Star Wars movie, and the fans can't be taken seriously because of all these idiot man babies that couldn't shut the hell up back in the day about the prequels. Like, 15 years later, these idiots are still crying about the prequels and whining and just attacking George Lucas. And it's like, you're the reason Star Wars fans aren't taken seriously because you're a bunch of morons, basically. I'm trying not to cuss, so I don't want to get demonetized, but whatever. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck those guys. Fuck all of you prequel man babies, okay? Demonetize me, YouTube. I don't give a shit. But yeah, so the point is no, I think George Lucas probably looks at this and goes, creatively, I don't like what's going on with Star Wars, but in reality, I don't want to deal with this rabid fan base that can't be pleased for anything. So, and that sucks. That really sucks, and it drives me crazy that someone like George Lucas can create all of the wonderful things he's created, all of the iconic things, all of the companies that Lucasfilm has been involved with, all of the movies, not just Star Wars, but so many other things. And because you make one or two bad decisions that people don't like, suddenly they vilify you to the point where you don't even want to be involved with this amazing creation that you gave us, you gave the world. And so it's funny because I bet a lot of the people, not me, but I bet a lot of the people that are complaining about The Last Jedi are the same people that were whining about the prequels. Now they don't want, now they're probably reversing that and going, yeah, the prequels just weren't as bad as I thought. No, they weren't as bad as you thought. But guess what? You whined about them for 15 freaking years. And now we're at the point where we have a bad Star Wars movie. We have someone that doesn't understand Star Wars involved with it. We have this idiot feminist woman running the company. But who cares what we say because you idiots complained about the prequels all those years ago. So I think George is probably sitting back going, I couldn't please them. Not sure who can please him at this point. So I don't think George regrets it. But I miss you, George. I know a lot of people genuinely do miss you. And there is this Lucas magic that is missing within Star Wars right now. It's a tangible thing at this point. Go back and watch the original trilogy. Watch the prequels. Watch the Clone Wars. There's just a magic, the Lucas magic touch that is missing within Star Wars. If you go back and watch the Clone Wars, Dave Filoni was directing most of those episodes, but it was Lucas being there to oversee it and to sprinkle the ideas and sprinkle the Lucas magic. And that's why the Clone Wars are so phenomenal, because you had someone who had the directorial abilities like Filoni to sit there and maximize Lucas's ideas. And that's what JJ could have been to this new trilogy, but we have idiot Kathleen Kennedy, who all she cares about is her social agenda. And it sucks. But prequel fans, you got what you wanted. You ran Lucas out of town, and now we're stuck with Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson doing a trilogy at this point. I still think he's going to ultimately pull from that trilogy, but we shall see. But poor George Lucas. The man gave us so many incredible things, and this fan base ran him out of town. And now we're stuck with Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. Congratulations, prequel haters. All that whining worked out real good for you, didn't it? Check out geeksandgamers.com. Check out Geek Pulse Radio. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Thank you to all our new subscribers. Have a great day, everyone.